Hi, it's Martin and welcome to another video on my Knit365 YouTube channel. Today's video is episode 3 of Vlogtober. It is currently Sunday the 6th of October and this will take us through till Tuesday maybe. We will see how far we go. So yeah, hi, welcome. If you are new here and you're just discovering me through Vlogtober, you are very welcome. It's lovely to have you. There are 2 previous videos for fun adventures, behind the scenes, crafting and general life stuff on the channel. So you may want to hop back and watch the first 2 Vlogtober episodes. If not, continuity wise, you'll just see me a little bit way through a shawl, whereas if you go back, you'll see me start in a shawl. That's my main project during October. It's the Stephen West Mystery Knit Along, and this year we're making Go Go Dynamo. So that's kind of the main theme for Vlogtober, as well as just general life, behind the scenes, things with myself and my other half Mark as we navigate October here in Cardiff. So yeah, if you're a returning viewer, hi, welcome back. Lovely to have you as always. I'm not really sure what this episode is going to contain. There will obviously be knitting. There will also be non-MKAL things, because I think with a strong wind today, Sunday, I can finish week 1's clue. We'll have a very small dance because I'm not going to get ahead on all the other clues. So there will be some other projects coming up in this video. I kind of have a plan. I need to write today's written blog. If you don't know, I've got a written blog over on Substack, yes, that I have dusted off. I'd like to do it. It's feeling very autumnal and cozy in the flat at the moment. So I've dusted off the blog for October and the fall or autumn. I think it should be called the fall. I think it sounds more romantic than autumn. But there's cozy vibes over on Substack. So I'll pop the link below. So I need to write today's blog, which will go up tomorrow, Monday. And it's going to be, I think, around crochet pumpkins. So more on that to see. You'll have to go to Substack and join me over there. I kind of keep, when I was doing it before, I'd like to keep kind of the Substack blog a little bit separate to the YouTube blog. So there's an element of similarity. Last week I talked about MKAL, but this week is going to be very much cozy vibes and I think pumpkins. So, yeah, I think that's kind of my Sunday. I've got a band rehearsal this afternoon. We're going to have a roast dinner because it's a Sunday and we're British and we love a roast chicken. So might film that. Yeah, who knows? So a bit of an introduction. Let's go and get on with our Sunday. Right, you've just seen me prepping for a roast dinner. So, the chicken is in. You can't see it, I'll see in a minute. We're having broccoli, cauliflower, the little greens of the cauliflower, and sprouts. So all the greens, no carbohydrates. And today, so I don't know if I've disclosed this before, I've got a weird food allergy. And I can't touch. I've got an allergy to starch, to the birch pollen, which you get on the starchy bits of potatoes and carrots and parsnips, so I can't peel them. And if I like, you know the smell of a parsnip when it's been peeled, it makes me sneeze if I can smell it. It's very weird. But it's a birch pollen allergy. So I also can't eat apples, pears, apricots, cherries, anything with a stone. If they're cooked, the starch is cooked away and the pollen's cooked away, but I can't eat them raw. So I can't eat an apple or eat a pear. So today, it didn't work out like this. We went and we just picked up some things to make a roast dinner and we realised we didn't have any carrots and I'm not eating potatoes at the moment. So I said, I can cook Sunday dinner. Because Mark, bless him, always does the Sunday dinner. So on the basis that there's no carrots or parsnips or potatoes to peel, I'm cooking. And when I say cooking, I've really just put the chicken in the oven. I'm going to put these veggies in the oven. And that's about it, really. It's a very low maintenance Sunday roast. So we're going to watch some telly. I've got 2 more rows left on my MKAL, and then, yeah, this is Sunday. I'm going to band this evening. It's currently 2 o'clock. I have roast dinner, later lunch, early tea before I go to band. So, I don't know what you're going to see next. Hopefully a roast dinner. Starving now. Courtney Davis asked me how I hold my yarn as a crocheter who also knits. So I hold my yarn over my middle finger. I don't have a traditional knitting style, so I just did what felt comfortable when I started learning. So I hold the yarn over my middle finger and then I just throw with my index. When I'm purling though, my tension is different. So I pop an extra wrap around my little finger, but still have the yarn over my middle as if I was knitting. And that extra wrap on my pinky tightens up the tension slightly to make my purls as even as my knits. And then when I'm knitting, I just undo the extra loop. And when I'm purling, I pick the loop back up. Hello. It is Monday night. It's 8 o'clock. I've not long finished work. I worked at home today. I've had a really busy day. Mark's been to London. He's on his way home. You can see me in the glass. It's been a couple of days since I vlogged. I didn't do any more blogging Sunday night. I got home from band and what did I do? I don't know what I did. But I'm going to cook tea for when Mark gets home. We're having a chicken stir fry with the leftover chicken from the roast dinner yesterday. But I just thought I would share. We're having a bit of a October, I'm having a bit of an October wash and block. Oh, it smells all nice and clean. So I have washed and blocked my slip extravaganza. And I've now washed and is in the towel to dry my shawlography. So I thought I got a new, sorry for that. I got a new bottle of Eucalan, non-sponsored post, just love it. So I thought I would wash all the shawls and just give them a freshen up for the winter. So I've done that. Crafting wise, there's one pumpkin that I made, the saddest lonely little pumpkin that I made a while ago, and I'm in the middle of making pumpkin number 2. So I started that about an hour ago. I sat down on the sofa, or maybe about 40 minutes ago. I sat down on the sofa. I've got a Downton on the telly. Oh, it's the sad episode with poor Lady Sybil. No spoilers if you've not watched it, but if you watched it, I remember the first time we watched that scene. Oh my God, devastation. But yeah, so I'm rewatching Downton. It's my go-to. So I'm going to pin out my shawlography, and that's had a little dry. And then in this episode, we'll be back in a little bit to wrap this up. Christmas cakes. I'm going to do the ordering of all of the dried fruit. So I'll be back in a minute to finish talking about that, because I think that's a great October thing to do, because we need to start thinking about baking our Christmas cakes. So for those of you that don't know what I'm talking about, I'll be back in a moment. For those of you that do, time to start thinking about Christmas cakes and ordering your fruit if you've not done so already. Hello! Okay, I was going to start recording and then I realised some of you may want to see. So, shawl is blocked. These mats are brilliant. I got them from a DIY store. And also these pins are brilliant for blocking. So, yeah. That one is on the mat. These two are... This one's only just been blocked. I haven't blocked this one because it was only blocked earlier in the year. But I have blocked this one. These two, this is my ultimate favourite shawl. It's my, I'm just obsessed with it because it's 5 skeins and it's just like a massive hug. Like I actually sit at my desk like this. And my team are like, are you all right? I'm like, yeah, I'm cold. But it's, yeah, it's my favourite because it's so, it's lush. I'm taking off though because it's too hot. I don't know why I put it on. And then my shawlography is my second most worn because I just love it. I love the colours because it's grey, kind of goes with everything, even though it's a little bit red. But it's slightly more user-friendly than this one because that's a big boy. But yeah, I've just had a quick look at the footage I've taken and we're on 20 minutes, so this may be the end of the video. We'll see. But the Christmas book is back out. Oh, this could be the thumbnail because then that'll remind everyone that it's Christmas time. So the Christmas book is back out. So for those of you that have watched Vlogtober for the last few years, in October, I always make the Christmas cakes. So I'm the Christmas cake maker of the family. My grandfather used to do it, but now that's passed to me. Like the knitting did. That's kind of my knitting origin story as well. And I use the Delia Smith recipe. I I don't know if there's a picture in here. I'm looking for one. There must be a picture. It's well used, this book, and I want to say it's from like 1970? 1990, not quite as old. There isn't a picture. But for those of you not in the UK that don't know what I'm talking about, a Christmas cake is really traditional here in the UK, and it's basically a fruit cake. So it includes, I'm not going to read the recipe out, obviously, but the fruit in it: currants, raisins, sultanas, glacé cherries, the little red cherries that you sometimes get in cocktails, candied peel, almonds, different spices, nutmeg, ground mixed spice, etc. And then you make it you soak all the fruit, you make a normal cake mixture with like butter and sugar. You stir all the fruit through, and then you bake it for like 4 hours. And it comes out I make mine in a square tin, comes out about yay high. And then I make it in October, and then every 2 weeks I feed it by pouring rum on it, basically. Brush the rum in, 2 weeks later, turn it up the other way, brush it again. And I do that all the way through until December when I ice the cakes. So all of my family love cakes. I make cakes for friends now as well. And yeah, it's a vlogtober tradition now when we make the Christmas cake. So I'm going to order all of the dried fruit. So I'm going to make 3 cakes this year. So I need to triple the recipe. So I need to just work out the measurements that I need to order 3 lots and then put my order through. So for those of you that are going to join in with me, and a few of you joined along last year, you need to find a Christmas cake recipe. I use, as I said, the Delia Smith one. So whether you've got this book, you can use that recipe. If not, if you just use your regular search engine and just search for a traditional Christmas cake recipe, you will find a recipe. Most recipes are the same, and a traditional recipe would tell you to like soak the fruit in some brandy. I don't do that. I soak the fruit in orange juice and spiced rum, and it's just the best. So this is your vlogtober warning. If you are watching these videos and you want to join in with the Christmas cake, I'm not sure when I'm going to do it yet. It'll be during October, probably the weekend after next. I need to look in the diary and work out when I'm going to do it. But your 2-week notice to find your recipe and order all your dried fruit. I'm going to do something on the written blog about that as well. So in the description box below, that'll probably be next week's blog. We'll do it's Christmas cake time. So I might do that blog next week, because then it gives folks time to get ingredients, and we'll do a bit of a Christmas cake along again, and we'll chat in the comments about it. But your notice then to get your ingredients for your Christmas cakes. Yeah. I'm going to end this bit now because I'm not sure if I'm going to come back and that's the end of this video. I might make the pumpkin and then I'll finish my pumpkin. Then I'll be back maybe, and then I'll put this video live tomorrow, which is Tuesday. I think we'll do that. That'll be the plan.
Isn't it? Amen.
It's funny though, isn't it? How that Latin, smelly smoke, men in black dresses. I'm glad the church ringing me.
Really? What do you feel about trans?
Good morning, good morning. It is now 6:45 on Tuesday morning. I need to leave for work, so I'm just very quickly wrapping up the end of this blog. And I've now doubled my pumpkin count. So there we go. Ta-da! They're actually quite quick knits. I'll pop the link in the description box below to the pattern. This is by the Pigeon's Nest. And I've got a kit with lots of different coloured wool. Head to the written blog if you want to know more. And yeah, so we now have 2 pumpkins. So we're on our way to getting a patch, but I've done that. So maybe I can do another one tonight and then another one Wednesday. and then I'm up to 4, and then Thursdays obviously MKAL is back. So even though I'm saying I don't have a lot of time coming up because of various things I've got on now this weekend, I will obviously be back to MKAL and trying to make as much progress as possible. So I'm going to wrap this video up here. Thank you so much for the question about the knitting technique. I hope you found that useful. About how I knit. Thank you very much for being here and for the love and support on the previous video and for hitting 10,000 subscribers here. It is a wonderful milestone to achieve. So if you're new and you've just discovered me, there's a whole back catalogue of things for you to go back and watch. Thank you very much for being here. If you've been watching and you haven't yet subscribed, hit that subscribe button and help me to continue to grow my community. It's lovely to have you here. So I'm going to wrap this one up now. I will be back Friday possibly with the next update. We do have a busy weekend coming up, so we're going to Ali Pali Knitting and Stitching Show. We'll be there on Saturday morning, but a flying visit. We're only going to be there like 9 till 11, 11:30ish. So flying visit, but I'll take you round. So we'll have a bit of a look around the stitching show, and then I've got band rehearsal Thursday night, travelling to London Friday, knitting and stitching Saturday morning, and then we're out with a friend Saturday night. So this next video will feature the MKAL. What am I going to do? How am I going to get all my knitting squeezed in around that? Who can say? You can see next week. So no, next week, next episode. That was nearly a good segue then. You can see next episode. Don't forget to get your Christmas cake stuff ordered if you're going to join me in a couple of weeks' time in baking the traditional cake. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Anything you want to see this month, let me know in the comments below, and I'll try and pick the comments out and try and get some footage for you. So yeah, I'm going to leave it there. I'm going to head to work. I'm going to drive to Bristol today, so I'm up a bit earlier so that I can get across the bridge before the traffic builds. So thank you very much for being here. Have a lovely rest of your week. I will see you all soon. So until we speak again, happy crafting.